Hey everyone, it's Julian. Today, I just want to make a little video talking to you guys about actually some of the dark sides of music production, some of the stuff that not everybody sees, and maybe raise awareness and maybe kind of start a conversation, right? Because I'm sure a lot of us are feeling like this. Before this video starts, check out my samples at the top of the description. It's the best sounds in electronic music. I put a ton of time into this website, making sure that it's the best sounds possible for everybody to make the best music of their lives. Thanks for the support, guys, and let's talk about it. So, the first kind of dark side to music production that a lot of people don't talk about is sort of like rejection and maybe not always having a straight upward trajectory, right? You know, a lot of people, this sounds cliche and it's been said a million times, but it's so true. It's like you see people's successes and you pay attention to their successes. Like that's the stuff that really sticks out in your mind when you think about somebody else that you might be comparing yourself to, but you don't think about the fact that they had a lot of failures. They had to be told no a lot of times, but you don't see that. So you're just seeing everybody else do so well, and it can really start to mess with your head, right? And I'm guilty of it. I'm sure all of us, we're only human, right? And I think the way to think about this is it's not always a straight upward trajectory, man. Like a lot of times, it's not just like that. It can be kind of like a bit of a curve, or maybe like a loop. Like sometimes you might come back around. Sometimes you might mess up. The good thing about opportunities is that there's always another one right around the corner, right? So you need to keep that in mind. And I think that can be one of the dark sides for people just as far as like their mental health. Because the other side of this is that, and this is definitely like another one, is like you're doing this alone, right? Like back in the day, if you were in a band or even just in general producing maybe in different times in the past where everything wasn't so accessible, you would have had to have like a lot more people around you, right? Like if you just wanted to go make dance music, even just to like have an engineer to help you kind of get stuff together. Now that we can do everything alone in a laptop, all by ourselves, it's great. But the thing is, you're also going to be a bit alone on this journey. And so you need to keep a community around you. It's not just about the dark sides, but I also want to talk about how to like kind of work with this stuff and help yourself. So you need to keep a community around you. Discord's perfect if you got friends in person that are like that, because you are going to be a bit alone. And it ties back to the first thing, is like you can be alone feeling all this rejection and being told no all the time, and it can really breed a lot of darkness in your mind. So I think you need to keep good people around you, and maybe keep people around you who understand, who are also doing it. And that kind of brings me to another one of the dark sides of music production, is like most people that you know in your life aren't really going to get like the hardships of this. And maybe they're going to think, oh yeah, it's so hard for you. Sure. But the truth is, this is a tough thing to do. This is one of the most competitive industries in the world. This is one of the hardest things to just get good at, even just on your own without like making something that you would even put out or send to a label or something, right? And so not that many people that you know in your life besides other producers are really going to get what that's like to chase something like that. I mean, this is in general for artists, right? And obviously, we are pretty lucky even just to have a passion that we get to chase. But the truth is, most people don't really follow that in life. And so they're not really going to get it. And they're not going to get why you want to stay up super late, and why you want to do this, and why you don't want to always hang out with them and all that kind of stuff. And, it's just, it can be very difficult. And I'm telling you, as somebody that's done this professionally, like, that can actually cause a lot of stress in your life, and stress that takes you away from doing this music thing that you love so much in the first place. So that can really be another dark side. The other side that I think people don't talk about enough, too, is like the realities of being really successful. It's not always so great, right? Like, okay, so let's say you just had a song blow up, right? Like you just had the biggest song in the world, like the biggest house track or techno track or whatever. Now, okay, cool. So you get to go tour, you get to go do your thing. Now you have to leave your family behind for 6 months and just go on a plane every single day and do all, like that can be very stressful as well. And a lot of people look at that and go, oh, DJ life. Yeah, you're so lucky. Like you get to travel the world and do the stuff, but it's really not a vacation, right? I mean, you get off the plane. Maybe you have a chance to go to your hotel and like take a shower and kind of get ready and get your head together for the show. Maybe you don't. You play and then you got to get out of there, And that can be like very chaotic for people. And I think this is why a lot of people, start to cope with alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. Obviously, we want to avoid that as much as possible. But really, people don't talk about that enough. Is like the best, most successful outcome of this is actually like a pretty stressful life where you're gonna be like, it gets harder as you go on. And that is, I think, my last dark side to this that I realized is like, as you go on, it only gets harder. You think, oh, well, I'm going to get more success and then more people are going to give me chances and this and that. But you actually just kind of run into more no's because it is hard for people to accept new things. Even if you've already got success, it's hard for people to want to, keep that going and stuff. And it's almost like you're constantly battling like different storms and you're just trying to get your ship through there. And as soon as one storm of no's is over, there's another one right over here, right? And people maybe have a false sense of that. They think, oh, well, I'm going to just make it and it's going to be so easy and this and that. But I'm telling you, it gets harder. You get more no's as you go on. And that can, again, lead to a lot of darkness for people. Now, the truth is, music production is a great job. It is amazing to have a passion in your life and get to chase it and do it every single day, whether professionally or not. And you got to keep that in mind with all of this too. Like, there's certain downsides to it, especially doing it professionally, but there's also a lot of upsides. So that's me for this one, guys. Just wanted to bring to light some stuff that I don't think enough people are talking about. Thanks for supporting. Check out my samples at the top of the description for the best sounds in electronic music to make the best tracks of your life today. Thanks for the support, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video.